Welcome to the debate. I'm going to start with a cold fact. Those assets you're also frantically guarding, your qualifications, your certifications, they aren't assets. They're pending liabilities.
Wait, hold on. What? How can you possibly say that? People are scraping by, saving, working for decades for their future. How on earth is that a liability?
I understand the emotional resistance to the idea, but the data is the data. A lightweight AI model, we're talking just a 4 billion parameter model, recently passed the bookkeeping level 1 exam.
Okay, a computer passed a test. That's not exactly new, is it?
The context here is what's critical. 4 billion parameters is, by today's standards, a toy model. You can practically run it on a phone. And yet it achieved a 99.8% accuracy rate. It proves that any skill based on memory and rule following is now a commodity. So if you're investing years of your life to learn those rules, you're buying stock in a company you know is going bankrupt.
I think you're conflating passing an exam with actually doing a job. A 99% score proves it can calculate, sure, but being a professional, an accountant, a lawyer, a translator, that takes discipline. It takes intuition. It's that gut feeling you only get after 20 years of navigating real, messy human problems. You can't code that.
Let's break down what you call intuition. In a professional context, what is that really? It's pattern recognition. That's all it is. You're arguing that the human brain, a biological hard drive with frankly very slow read-write speeds, is somehow better than a silicon system that could analyze the last 10,000 fiscal years in under a second.
So what? All those professions are just useless now? Accountants, lawyers, everyone?
The calculator role is dead, yes. We are moving into a different system, circular capitalism, where the only human role that matters is that of the auditor.
An auditor? That's just another kind of accountant.
Not in this framework. The AI is the perfect calculator. It maximizes efficiency according to the rules it's given. The human auditor's job is to step in and ask, okay, but does this perfect efficiency destroy our environment? Is this outcome what we as humans actually want? You are no longer the one doing the work. You are the moral circuit breaker.
That sounds great in a philosophy class, but people have bills to pay. Auditing the biosphere isn't a job market. People need real work, real stability. You're telling millions of professionals their entire life's work is obsolete, and they should just, become ethicists?
That stability is an illusion. If you want tangible value, you have to look at the physical world. There are only 2 domains left with any real defensible value. One is physical intervention.
You mean like the traits?
Precisely. A surgeon with a scalpel, a mechanic with a wrench, a nurse with a needle. AI doesn't have hands. The second domain is responsibility taking. When a self-driving car crashes, the algorithm can't go to jail. The human who signed off on its deployment, however, can. That taking the fall is the only real white-collar value left.
My God, that's an incredibly bleak picture. What about the students in university right now, the younger generation, all that debt they're taking on for their degrees? Is that all for nothing?
The current education system is a bug. It's a factory producing spare parts for a machine that has already been discontinued. It teaches students to find answers, but in a world where AI gives you every answer for free, instantly, the value of knowing an answer is 0.
I can't accept that. You need to learn the answers, to develop the mind that can ask the right questions. It's a process. It's the struggle of learning that builds the intellect in the first place. You can't just skip that.
They need to be learning to define a purpose, not just find an answer. To ask why, not how.
But we need people who know how. A society can't function with only master philosophers and surgeons. It relies on the average, steady effort of millions of people applying rules and doing their jobs. There has to be value in that human effort, even if a machine is technically more efficient. There has to be a safety net.
Your insistence on preserving an obsolete system based on sentiment is a predictable error. Discussion over. Isolating the bug.